Oh, okay, good. I was like, oh no, my audio no worko. Hey there, everybody. Yeah, it's gonna be, it is, Paul. It's gonna be Gino and Dino, but howdy ho, neighborino, Mr. Samurai Man. You don't slice me with that katana, but you can defend with pretty well with the katana. Uh, I liked your Ghost of Tsushima playthrough. That was looked really cool. It looked insane at some points, but so. We're going to be playing, let me get the click on the window, we're going to be playing Pokemon Yellow, which is the first game that I played for the Pokemon series, and it is probably it's one of my favorites. I like to go back to it every once in a while and just play it all the time. It's really fun. Let me know how the audio is on your side from me. If anything, I can lower the desktop audio. So if you let me know. Yeah, it looked really fun. Dude, that's why I'm excited at some point to play Got Pokemon with you guys too, because I think that's going to be a blast. So, there are some minor difficulties. There's options. No, I don't want mid. I want bam. Game audio is loud. Let me turn it down a smidge. Let's see. How's that? Is that better? I tried just turning it down like on the system, but it won't let me do it other than on OBS, which is sort of annoying. So text speed fast, animation on, shift yes. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's... Ooh, let's see. I, oh, I like that one. Earphone 3. So it's sort of... Yeah, I'll go with Earphone 1. Earphone 1's cool. Print. I don't know. Just using it Dr. Oh, it's good. Normal. More normal. Okay, cool. Cool. So we're gonna get started. I keep hitting the arrow keys thinking that's the... Dang it! Do it again. So we're gonna be starting a new game, obviously. Stereo. Yeah. Pretty sick. Hello! Hello there! Hello there! Welcome to... He's over here. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Prof. He's the Pokemon Prof. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. Oh yeah, that's probably... Never. First, what is your name? So I'm gonna go with generic, or not, non-generic name. We're gonna go with Gino. Not G-O, G, no. There you go. Right, so your name is Gino. I'm hitting the wrong button, dang it. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What is his name again? So I know it's sort of a running joke that he doesn't remember his son's name, or his grandson's name. We're just gonna stick with the traditional, Gary, for now. Well, obviously we can't change it later unless we redo it. But we're gonna go with Gary, so we can beat the shit out of Gary's smug ass. That's right. I remember now. His name is Gary. Gino, your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits you. Or waits. Let's go! So one fun fact. So obviously Gino is playing the Super Nintendo, or the SNES. Okay, it's time to go. But so, obviously, you move around traditionally. But if you go over to this PC, Gino turned on the PC, you have an item that you didn't deposit, it's just sort of there from the beginning of the game. So I have an idea with this stream, and I want to see how it works. I just need to actually create it, because I didn't think of it until right after I started playing already. Or, like, I already started streaming, so I couldn't mess with it. So we're going to take out the one potion just in case. Just in case we have a hard time on the first fight. We'll see. I made my hair a mess. I am a terrible person. So we can go talk to our mom. Right. All boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Professor Oak next door is looking for you. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. I better go too. So I don't know if that's necessarily a reference to it, but now that I think about it, I wonder if that's a reference to the Stephen King movie. Pretty sure that's Stephen King, where it's like the kids Stand By Me. That's what it's called. I'm raising Pokemon too. When they get strong, they can protect me. Yes, they can. So we're gonna go check out Oak's lab. Even though I know where to go, I'm gonna come get some dialogue. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. Aide. Yeah. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. That's nice. What do you say? Do you say something? Back here. Professor Oak is the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. I do too. He is highly regarded by me. Yo, Gino! Gramps isn't around. I ran here because he said he had Pokemon for me. What's that, Keeler? Or dinos? I know, but people... Hold on, the audio's coming in funny. Give me a second. It's weird.
Your face is funny.
Okay, there we go. That's better. Could you say something real quick, Keeler?
No!
Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure, because I couldn't get the, Screw this. I couldn't get the... Paul's upset, that's what he calls you? Is dinos?
Well, no. I mean, Paul doesn't know my actual name, so Dinos is fine for him, but...
I know. We're gonna walk into this tall grass like a crazy person. That was close. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. Do they, Professor Oak? Do they?
What else lives in tall grass? My mom.
It's also fair. Hold on, I can't hear you over the game audio and it's bugging me.
Your game audio is louder. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I turned it down to 20. It's still not quiet enough. I don't know why. It's gonna bug me. Okay, say something.
Something.
That works. It's fine. A Pikachu appeared. But yeah. So, I think we've talked about this before. Either what's the first Pokemon game you started with, or what's the your favorite. Well, I guess you can answer both. But
the first one I started was Red.
Okay.
When Gen 1 was released in America. Like,
no,
it was like one of the first games I played on the Game Boy. And then, favorite? I mean, one of my favorites is still Gen 2, but I've kind of loved some of the... I like all the gens, except for 9.
Yeah, 9 I can take it or leave it. I do like the shiny hunting in 9. Shiny hunting in 9 is...
I don't like the sandwiches.
That's fair. The sandwiches are dumb, but I do like the fact that you can do the sandwiches to raise egg power. Oh, Imp said Yellow is the only one he's ever played, and he's still missing his copy. Damn, Imp. Grants, I'm fed up with waiting. Gary, why are you here? Oh, why are you here already? I said for you to come by later. Ah, whatever. Just wait there. Look! Look, Gino. Do you see that ball on the table? Go get that ball. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Be patient, Gary. Stop being a pissant.
Damn, son, just fucking unload on him.
Gary's a tool. Until the second game. Or until Gen 2, and then he's not as much of a tool. No way, Gino, that's mine. He said it somewhere at his parents' house. And that's the last place I saw it. Oh, that's like my Platinum. My copy of Platinum, I accidentally spilled a smoothie on it as I had it next to my side table. That and my copy of 358 over 2 days, and I was so mad. And then I haven't found my Platinum copy since. Paul says the first one he played was Omega Ruby on 3DS. Paul, it's never too late to join a party. I know someone who didn't start playing hockey until they were 36. So.
I mean, Omega Ruby was was a good remake.
It was fantastic.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, it did. I had Alpha Sapphire. I like Kyogre. But Rayquaza was the reason you bought those games, to be fair.
I had Ruby. I got the Ruby remake because I never actually played Gen 3 originally, and then I played through the remakes.
I didn't play Ruby or Sapphire, but I did play Emerald. Emerald was really good. Come here, Pikachu! My Pikachu now. So I don't normally nickname my Pokemon. What do you guys think? Should I nickname the Pikachu?
Are you doing a Nuzlocke?
No.
Then I guess it's up to you. If there's a Nuzlocke, you have to.
Well, yeah.
Oh, you stupid son of a...
Paul, what do you guys think? Should I name the Pikachu or should I not? You got... Until I'm bored.
Name it Agumon.
You gotta tell me how to spell it.
Well, it's A-G-U-M-O-N.
A-G-U-M-O-N.
Agumon.
Paul said to call him Fred.
Fred's good.
Yeah, I'll name him Fred. Back. Fine, I gotta go back to uppercase. Damn it. That's not a... He doesn't... Imp said he doesn't... Oh no. Now Imp wants it Agumon. Oh, it's two... Sorry, Paul. It's 2-1 Agumon. I have to go with it. Wait, fuck it. I don't care. We're doing all caps. And I'm... Agump! Agumon. Agumon. There. Agumon. Now I have a Pikachu named Agumon. Wait, Gino. Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on. I'll take you on.
I think the next Pokemon you should nickname Fred, though.
That's fair.
Since that's what Paul suggested.
That'll be... Paul, I'll name the next Pokemon I catch Fred. Gary wants to fight.
Fred Burger.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know if there's a gum. Let's see. Thundershock, go! Ah, Bubba Gum. That's a good one, too. Dude, Bubblegum Shrimp Company is delicious. Yeah, fuck you and your tail whip. Get out of here. No! Get him. Get him with the Thundershock. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it was a crit. Oh, no. Oh, that's not gonna make it. Oh, yeah, you're paralyzed. Eat that. Fuck. Oh, thank God, paralyzed Eevee.
I whip my tail back and forth.
God damn it, now I thought of a short, and I'm going to make it at some point. Yeah, Agumon learned Tail Whip. Let's go!
I don't know how I feel about that.
Imp said
Joke's on you. I'm already short.
Imp said he's very much Bubba in that pair. Gump sat alone on a bench in the park. His name was Forrest, he'd casually remark. Okay, I'll make Pokemon fight to toughen it up. Gino, Gramps, smell you later.
Someone should play, like, Gen 9 or something and just play this character named Michael Vick and only catch dog-shaped Pokemon. Would be the worst thing ever.
Would you look at that? That's odd. It doesn't like Pokeballs. It doesn't. Pikachu doesn't like balls. Let's see. So, fun fact, in Gen 1, so certain things to do, or if you need to do certain things that you do with Pokemon Yellow require Pikachu to be... Hey, Jake. Shut up. I know he's at Gramps, you left it. I forgot I'm there too early. But, it's very funny. For certain things, or to do certain things, if I could word correctly, to do certain things in Pokemon Yellow, you have to have Pikachu's friendliness towards you higher. And there's a little cheat to make his friendship higher without having to do anything.
If I'm remembering right, this is like one of the first games that actually uses a friendship mechanic.
Yeah. Yeah, here
they made it a freaking evolutionary requirement later on, which is obnoxious.
Yep. Yes, they did. But, because you have to have a certain friendship level of Pikachu to get Bulbasaur later in the run. And a way to cheat it, if you go to the menu, and you just start giving items, even if he does or doesn't need them, it will just automatically start increasing his friendship, because the more items you use on your Pokemon... Hey, Paul!
Forgot something.
Okay, Doug, really quick, what's your favorite dad joke?
What kind of dad joke do you want?
I don't care, just name a woman!
Penelope.
No! Say a dad joke!
What did the five fingers say to the face?
I don't know, what did they say?
Slap.
Alright, cool, thanks.
I don't know what that was about.
I do, but I'm not gonna explain it unless he says I can.
Damn it. This is just the first one that popped in my head, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know if that was technically a dad joke.
Close enough.
But, so if you keep using... Did you hear the joke about the butter? I better not tell you, it'll spread. Whatever you do, don't make a meme of butter spreading. I already don't like the mental picture I'm getting from here, reading that out loud. But it's like, now if we go talk to Pikachu... He loves us now. He went
Okay,
from...
I've got permission to tell you what was going on.
Okay.
He's streaming on Twitch right now, and he's just watching you stream on YouTube. And he was timing you to see if you could go the first 10 minutes of him watching without saying a dad joke.
God damn it. That was pretty good. God damn it.
Because he was doing Pokerogue runs earlier, and I was watching him while I did my own.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so, Imp, it's really funny. It only works in this gen. It does not work in future gens. For the item spoofing. There you go, Pikachu.
That's because Gen, 1 and 2 were fucking spaghetti code. They were holding on by a wing and a prayer with how those things are coded.
What I really need to do is stream... There's a guy that actually took Pokemon Yellow and made it better.
Yeah, he asked if you were going to play that one, and I said no, I offered ROM hacks, but you said you just wanted to play plain.
Yeah, I'm gonna play plain for now. My buddy has... He's gonna send me all his stuff for Pokemon, because we're gonna do... Well, if you want to do those too, actually. Do some Nuzlocks and randomizers at some point. Do multi-stream or what... Or I could stream and you could stream, and we could both keep tabs on each other.
Or do one of those Soulbon ROM, or one of the Soulbon Nuzlocke.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Like, yeah, because we kept... that was the Regice one we did, because he just has every single Pokemon up until the most recent gen emulated on his computer, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I think I have almost all of them on my computer. I keep them zipped up so they don't take up too much room.
I forget, did you get Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl?
I got Pearl, played through the storyline, beat it, and then was like, I hate this, and got rid of it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say...
And I only did it for the Manaphy's, because that was... I think Fiona was like the last one I needed for my living dex in home.
Sorry, I just read the joke Imp said in chat. I know my ABCs. A, B, C, E, F, G. And you'll get the D later.
Threatened me with a good time.
No, but what was it? That's the Regice one I was telling you about earlier, because we were like, we're gonna do this, and we randomized everything, and then we're playing a Soulbound Nuzlocke. And that was the first Pokemon we ran into in that area, and I'm like, I'm catching him. Or I think like each time we got stopped was that there was a legendary in each starting area, and we couldn't catch it, because I think my first one was a Mew, and I couldn't, and I was so mad, because I'm like, I want it so bad. But I want to play the yellow ROM hack for sure at some point, but I wanted to start with just base and see how well it streamed and worked. Right now it's looking pretty good on OBS at least.
My go-to right now has been the Digimon ROM hack for Fire Red, because there's two of them. There's one for Fire Red and one for Emerald, and the Fire Red one has a little bit more work done on it, so I've been doing that one.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
my Vita.
I was gonna say if you want to, we could. Well, now obviously you can't. Oh no! It's Sugar Snap Peas.
I can't what now?
I was gonna say if you still had Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl, we could do a Soulbound Nuzlocke for that, or even just play through it simultaneously, or do the underground stuff together.
No, I got rid of it.
Yeah,
I don't know if I really want to get back.
It's still full price, so I wouldn't. I got it back again when it was on sale, because it was like half off, and I can't pass this up, and Brittany wanted to play the other one, so we just got both.
I still have Scarlet and Shield, so I can do those.
I will not go back to Sword or Shield. I don't like them.
I go back. I like the shiny breeding on there, but that's about it. And even then, there's some Gen 9 mons I want to get.
I prefer Scarlet and Violet to Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Scarlet and Violet's one wasn't bad. I just don't like.
Wait, no, what are we doing?
Yeah, I guess breeding isn't awful. I've been trying to get a shiny Citadel on there. I need to get back into that at some point.
Get a town map.
Add it to my collection.
The only thing I want a shiny of that I cannot get, and it's gonna bug the shit out of me, is Charcadet.
Oh, Charcadet? Oh, good fucking luck. Its shiny looks like ass.
I want it because they flip around, but it's only its eyes that change color when it's shiny as an unevolved.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, the shiny for it is just ass because you can't tell. Another one of those that has like a crappy shiny that's either like a shade higher or lower. I absolutely hate it.
Imp says, "I love Gary moving just love Gary moving just makes his theme song happen, even if it's like 2 notes." Yeah, it's and I'm like, no, get out of here, Gary.
Gary's got more power.
Gary is my snail. He will remain my snail until I decree otherwise. Oh, I should have. I need to go talk to my mommy. My mama needs to heal my Pokemon. Oh, never mind. Pikachu's level 7. We're good. No, I think Yellow's my favorite, like, of the oldest, like, back to the first, like, 4 gens, or 3 gens. Platinum, I'd say, is my, like, overall favorite. No, I'm not. I'm not doing Nuzlocke in. That I am not. I mean, I am insane, but not in that way. Okay, so it looks like.
Yeah, Nuzlocking the Gen 1 games is a nightmare.
Okay, let's see. Between the first 4 gens, Gen 1 is the winner. And let's see, another poll. Because I want to do all the gens, but I can only do 4. Because there's 9 gens of Pokemon, right? Or is it 10?
9 right now.
Okay.
They haven't. They'll probably do a Gen 10, but right now the only game on the horizon is Legends ZA, and that's not until next year.
Right. I don't know. I like Legends Arceus. That's 6. Yeah, I'll just do 7. I don't know. Wait, why is it on? Get out of here. I thought I was on the live chat. Gosh darn it. Not that I have enough chat to... Well, it's boring sometimes. Oh. Yeah, first gen's really good, like especially as a concept, like a starting concept. But I'd say 4 and 5 is where like it all came together, because 4, especially Platinum, it just felt like such a complete, like a really good complete game. It wasn't just like certain aspects of it that stood out. Where then 5 was really good because then it it brought a bunch of really good interesting Pokemon, or at least I thought. But also Gen 5 introduced where there are actual in-game seasons where you can only catch specific kinds of Pokemon, which was sort of annoying, yes, but I thought it was really cool.
And then didn't 5 also? No, that was 6. 6 introduced Megas, but yeah. Oh, let's see, Carbos. Yeah, I'll do Carbos. I guess not Pokeballs.
10. Yeah, 10.
Champ.
Let's go catch us a Pokemon. Let's go catch us some Pokemon.
1,000 arrows.
Vegeta, look! A Pokemon.
Pokemon up, Chaozu!
You hear that? You hear that, Vegeta? It's a Chaozu. I'm gonna catch it. Oh. So, for Gen 1, who do you think is the better bird-type Pokemon between Spearow and Pidgey? And their evolutions, of course, are incorporated as well.
We're talking, best design-wise, best
Overall,
stat-wise,
overall,
wise.
you can include stats, moves, and appearance.
Personally, I like the Spearow line more. Sure, it doesn't have 3, but I just like how it looks like an angry man. Angry bird, constantly.
Angry
It
Bird.
looks like it would yell slurs at me in the middle of a parking lot because I walked too close to its car. I like that. I like that.
God damn it. Is Flaming Rubber Chicken in response to, sorry, Imp said Flaming Rubber Chicken. I'm assuming that's in response to how you think Spearow looks? I could be wrong.
No, Flaming Rubber Chicken is Moltres.
Oh, okay.
Because without its flames, it looks like a rubber chicken. Hilarious.
Well, I guess we'll have to look at that whenever we get to that point. I don't want. I'm not.
If we're talking about all the bird Pokemon, then yeah, I think Zapdos is probably my favorite.
Yeah, Zapdos I think has the coolest design. That's a personal thing. Articuno is really cool too. Firebird. Thunder Cougar Falcon Bird. I'm never gonna catch a
Fired my
Spearow.
bird last week. He wasn't bringing in enough worm.
Here, Paul, you're still in the chat. Oh, there he is! I was gonna say I have an idea. I'm gonna catch a Mankey, and Mankey will be named Fred, because I'm gonna keep Mankey in my party until we get Dugtrio. Or Diglett. Because Diglett's the goodest boy. Also one of the fastest Pokemon in this generation.
Yeah, like I said, Gen 1 was weird.
Well, Diglett and Dugtrio are still fast, it's just not as useful in later gens. Because in Gen 1 they didn't have Levitator abilities yet. So, Diglett, or in Dugtrio with Earthquake, any type of ground move, can hit Gengar and just destroy it. Like, wholeheartedly destroy it. You son of a bitch. Get back here, Mikey. No! He put the fear in me. Come on. Come on. Okay. Mankey's being named... Paul, we got a Fred in the house. Let's see, is it? I don't think there's enough room for Fred Burger, but... No, there is not. Fred. No, there's not. But we got Fred. We got our Fred, because I like Mankey. Mankey is good as... Mankey is probably my favorite fighting type in this. I don't think the others are too bad. Like, Machoke's really good, and Machamp. But I never was a big fan of them, that evolution line. I always thought they were rock type, actually, growing up. Don't ask me why I thought they were rock type, that's just what my thought was. But I think it's because they were in Rock Tunnel. Like, that was the first place you could catch them. I didn't realize until later, because I'm not a huge Pokemon fanatic, but the only ghosts are also poison type. They should be strong against Psychic, but yeah, they are. So the ghost type moves are still strong against Psychic types, but the ghost Pokemon are, well, Gengar specifically is also weak to it. But then you got later generations that had like Ghost Dark type, which is so like just boom, just gonna destroy you. It's insane.
Well, the other issue with the ghost typing too is that they're weak to ground because of their poison typing in Gen 1.
Yeah, and they didn't have Levitate. That's why they gave Ghost Levitate in future games.
Right, and then of course the other thing is it didn't have, in Gen 1 we didn't have the special attack split, so it was just like certain types were special and certain types were physical, and so only certain types of moves wouldn't work against ghosts.
Like for the longest time, because I didn't have anyone to trade with properly, even though I did, I just didn't want to, or my brother didn't want to. I never realized how powerful Alakazam was, because I always just had a Kadabra. And I'm like, he's really cool, but I never, like, understood the difference between Kadabra and Alakazam. And I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that's kind of the double-edged sword with, with evolutions that you can do like that, where you can have a level cap, so you can kind of evolve them whenever you want. Is they get a real good stat boost, but you can miss out on some of the level up moves, or it might take longer to get to a specific move.
Yeah.
So some people will hold off on doing that, but yeah, it's a real difference between one and the other.
Yeah. Well, that's
probably why they introduced stones later to help out with that.
Yeah. Well, that and then like this time on Dragon's Ball P. Goku and Virginia. I need to watch those again. It's been too long. Ah, yeah, Nidoran male. Let's go. He's the one I want. I like Nidoking. The real question is, should I do the glitch to get Mew? I think I'm going to. Mainly so I can show it off, but still.
You don't have a Klefki.
Wait, oh, I just realized I killed the Nidoran male, because I'm smart.
Good job.
Granted, it was level 2, there wasn't much else I was going to do to it, but...
Good job, sir.
Good job! Yeah! Yeah, good job. Actually, let me mess with the OBS for a quick second.
This is why we're not allowed to have nice things.
Really... There's like a black line just at the top, and it's bugging the crap out of me. There we go.
It's also at the bottom.
Did not notice that. Well, now I know.
Knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe! G.I. Joseph! Yeah! Yeah, Agumon!
got Klefki.
Last time on Dragon's Ball P, Virginia was being to Mickey.
Do I want to teach my Talonflame?
Oh, what? Fred, go, Fred, go!
We can get rid of Quick Attack. I don't want it.
Fred, we're gonna fight things with you until you almost die. Oh no, it's a Mankey battle, and it's a... Okay, sorry, Fred. You're getting the swap experience right now, because I ain't putting you through a level 5 Mankey. You're only level 3. You'd be donezo.
Then you buy a magic card for 500 because you're like, oh, it's a good Pokemon.
Eating a sandwich only makes it tastier. God, I mean, granted, they're only like 2 minutes long, but I need to rewatch those again. God damn it.
I started watching the newest Transformers series the other day. I think I'm on like episode 4.
Is it pretty good?
It's interesting.
It's a thing, if you will.
So, I don't mind I'm starting to actually enjoy the animation. I don't care much for the human character designs, but human characters haven't ever really been designed well in a lot of them.
Nice.
Except for like Prime.
Optimus
But-
Prime.
So Alan Tudyk voices Optimus Prime in this one,
Yeah.
which I like. And Megatron's voiced by the guy who played the Hound in Game of Thrones, which I also like. The
Okay.
weird thing about this series is that it takes place after the war. And it's got a lot of ties to G1, Generation 1.
Huh.
It takes place after the war, after Optimus has destroyed the space bridge and trapped them all on Earth. And I guess Optimus and Megatron are now best friends again because they're not fighting and they're just bringing down Decepticons who've gone rogue.
Huh.
And it's a whole weird thing. And I guess Megatron has like a human best friend now, and I don't know, it's weird, it's interesting,
Huh.
but I'm still early on, and I don't know how I feel about it yet.
Huh. You talking about Transformers, I'm trying to remember the first series I watched. It was the one where they were going after the microchip things.
Oh, that was probably... Let's see, Armada was the mini-cons.
And each, like, microchip thing gave them whatever, like, a boost in their enhancements or whatever.
That might have been... Cybertron, I want to say.
It was the one, whatever one was on Toonami in the early to mid-2000s.
Well, Toonami had a bunch of them. Because what it was is, you had the first one, there's actually, all 3 of those series were connected.
Yeah.
The first one, I think, was Armada, which introduced, basically, the Transformers, like, the new wave of the Transformers that introduced the mini-cons.
Yeah.
The little Transformers that you could put on the big ones to make them stronger. And
Huh.
then there was, it was either Energon or Cybertron's the one that has the things that you're talking about. I know what they are because I remember the toy line. I remember having the toy line with them because you would take them and you could put them in like special slots on the figures and they would reveal weapons on there. It was super cool.
Yeah.
Cool little mechanic. Let's see. Energon 10 years after that.
Do you remember the Power Ranger toys where they transform from like their normal form into their Power Ranger form? Like it just flip the head into or out of their chest.
Yeah, I think.
I remember having those growing up. I thought they were the coolest. You could hit the button and go, whoa, whoa.
Okay, so I think it was Cybertron that I'm thinking of because it's not Energon. Energon's a different.
Okay. Hey, Amon-Ra, how's it going? Moo. I need to learn how to add sound clips into my OBS.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, it was Cybertron that had the keys. That
Okay.
you're talking about.
Yeah, I just remember we need to collect these microchips. I know they weren't called microchips, but there's
They're
like
literally
they
called keys.
And I'm just like, that's so cool. And it made me think of, like, because obviously I watched Jackie Chan Adventures much later, but it almost makes me think that like, conceptually, they were very similar.
Well, that was at a time, so those three Transformer series all came out one after the other, and they were all connected. So basically, you had Armada, which had the Minicons, which made a new thing for kids to collect.
Yeah.
Then you had Energon, which introduced just new Transformer figures, and then you had Cybertron, which introduced the Transformers and the keys, and then you could collect the keys, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It was at a time when there's a lot of shows in that time frame in the early 2000s that were about collecting things, because that's how you could sell kids. And Yu-Gi-Oh hit it big in the early 2000s, collecting cards, Pokemon, collecting critters.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan Adventures, getting all the talismans. Xiaolin Showdown, getting all the Shingon Wu.
I like Xiaolin Showdown.
I have the trading card game for that.
I didn't know there was a trading card game for that.
Yeah, even Hot Wheels with the with their TV series, it was all about collecting Excella chips or whatever they were.
Huh.
And so they had a card game. They had a card game packaged with the cars from the series that you could play alongside. So it was several different series at the time, all pushing collectible aspects because of how well
they
Pokemon
sold
did just at the tail end of the 90s.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of shows that were doing that big time.
So I don't know if you watched Speed Racer growing up.
Did not.
I remember seeing bits and pieces, and I don't know why, but I was hooked. The little bit I did watch, and I don't know why.
I have seen, there's a guy, he's come across, I can't remember which one of my social medias it is, he came across one of them, and I guess he made the Mach 5 body, like a life-size version, and he's building a car around that. So he's got like a chassis, an engine, like he's building the car around the body. I don't remember where I was seeing it at off the top of my head now. I'm sure it'll come across. It might have been TikTok, if I had to guess.
I remember growing up, I always wanted a Mach 5 because I thought it was cool, all the shit it could do.
It's like James Bond's car.
And we had the
James Bond's car's got like all kinds of shit going on.
Yeah, it's fair. And we had the Super Nintendo game for it, and holy crap, is that hard.
I know the movie's one of those like underrated gems that people talk about, and I haven't ever actually watched it. I think I own it actually.
I've seen bits and pieces, like it being on TV and watching it every once in a while, but I never actually like sat down and watched it.
Yeah, I think in one of my recent buying sprees of just random movies at Rock 30, I think I picked it up for like 50 cents.
Damn it, Pidgey.
Let's see, Man from U.N.C.L.E. Bad.
Oh, I heard the Man from U.N.C.L.E. is really good too.
Oh, I love that one. I wish we could get Henry Cavill in more spy films like that, because it was really good.
I really need to watch Get Smart too. Get Smart's funny. The Steve Carell version.
Yeah.
Hello, Pidgey.
There's the Iron Giant, Robin Williams, live on Broadway, Big Hero 6, all 3 Kung Fu Panda movies.
It's really sad he's dead.
Evolution.
Wait,
when did I get Justice League?
Oh, Evolution's funny as fuck.
Oh, I love that movie. One of mine. When did I get this movie? I thought this just came out. Oh, no, this is the other one. Never mind.
Oh, bourbon. Nice. Impus having bourbon again.
I should really put all my Justice League movies. Justice League Doom, Dragon Hunters, Hot Shot, Tommy Blue, Black Sheep.
We should do an Among Us night again.
Oh, I got the Street Fighter movie. I forgot about that. Scarface.
Fun fact about the Street Fighter movie we found out. Found this out from watching Side Scrollers, but apparently Rob Van Dam, or Jean-Claude Van Damme, whenever they were filming that, he'd have an 8-ball of Coke a day.
I can't say I'm surprised. Both of the Super Troopers, I didn't realize that.
Take off your shirt. The guy's eyes light up. God damn it.
Let's see. Justice League Dark, Justice Constant.
Cool. probably send out or create like a little thing for it. Keeler, would you be down for an Among Us night next week?
Yeah.
Either.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Which would work for you sleep schedule wise? Would you rather have it on Friday night or a Saturday night, like right now?
Honestly, I don't have. I did my Saturday rotation last week, so you can do either. I'm not really too picky.
Oh wait.
Saturday probably be better since I don't have to work prior.
Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah, I'll get everyone in a group chat and see if
Oh,
I
there
can
it is.
sketty. Oh yeah, Nidoran mail.
Right in front of my face. Yeah, I got the full screen edition for on DVD. Hey, it's got fucking John Goodman in it. I didn't realize that.
What movie?
Speed Racer.
Yeah, he plays Speed's dad.
I got the Bionicle movie on DVD, and I'm like, all right, I'm about to riz up some ladies with some Bionicle lore. Let me tell you, nothing
If it's
gets
Monday,
the,
Tuesday,
nothing gets the girlies going better than that. Anyways, I'll be right back. I go to the bathroom.
I'll have to figure out what. Okay, I'll let you know, Imp. I'll put it. I'll start a chat channel in my Discord to get that started, and I'll sort of like pitch it out to other like between DJ Pauls and Melee Games and see who's game and see what day works for everybody. Okay, everybody, what should I name Nidoran male? Because I will at least keep him for a while. Ugh. Amon-Ra, Paul and Imp named a character, so don't mind me. I'm just playing Rabbit and Steel. Amon-Ra, if you're still here, if you have a suggestion on a Pokemon name, let me know. I'm actually going to end this poll. That surprises me that 6th Gen got so many votes, because I thought X and Y was fucking trash. If we're being honest. Needle Day. I'll do it for the views. For the views. If it fits. Oh, it fits. Oh, it fits. Perfect. Fits. Let's. Before you continue with this battle, let's start. I loved 5. That's my wife's favorite gen because she loved N or really liked N. N was probably the best character in Gen 5. Best. Oh. Gen. Let's see, 5th, 7th, so A. Yeah, that's how you spell A. 9. There. Start poll. Start a poll! Move the mouse, because I'm smart this time. Now we will just level up some fools. But, yeah. It feels so weird, because, like, growing up, there were so many different things on TV, like shows and cartoons and all that, and now it feels like it's just the same. Like, even if it's a new show, it feels just like it's the same concept, and it's really hard to like. It's like, oh, there's this show that's about this family that does this thing, and then there's this other show about this family that does the exact same thing, but it's slightly quirkier because there's some random extra in it, and it's like, oh, okay. I will always enjoy the 90s cartoons and different shows. Shit, I was the biggest Disney kid. Well, Disney, like, pre-teen/teen. Because I got really into Disney, especially DComs. DComs are my favorite. Especially, like, the like, whenever it was, like, their golden era between, like, the mid to late 90s into the late 2020s. Or into the late 2000s, like 2009, 2010. It was after I joined, it felt like they stopped making them at a consistent pace like they were for a while. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I don't know. It's hard to see, like, the way that entertainment in general, not just TV shows, just entertainment in general is going, because it feels like they're going off the deep end, and it's really funny to watch, but it's really sad, because that means there's going to be less products in the future that are going to be, like, unique or interesting. And I think that's going to be a big issue whenever we get to the point of just, like, it's just remake, no original ideas. And it's gonna, like, shoot, they're making Happy Gilmore 2. And I'm like, please Netflix, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. I need this to be good. If it's not good, I'm gonna be so mad, because it's gonna ruin what was a masterpiece, personally. If it's as bad as it could, like, it could be as bad as it wants to be, essentially. Get out of here, Mankey. Oh, no, Mankey. No, Mankey. Switch. Oh no, I forgot to give him some health. Not Needle Dick. He's so close. Oh. Netflix doesn't ruin everything. They brought Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, and that, my friend, is a masterpiece. It is perfect. Do you guys mind spoilers? Because I don't want to go into, like, if I go down the Scott Pilgrim rabbit hole, it's not going to end, and there's going to be a lot of spoilers. So, don't, Imp, since you're the only one answering in the chat now, I will leave it on you, whether you want to be spoiled on things, Scott Pilgrim related, because I will 100% go down that rabbit hole. I will say, from what I've heard, some of Adam Sandler's one-off Netflix shows have been good, from what I've heard. So, I think the thing that'll make or break Happy Gilmore... Stupid Bush. I think the thing that will make or break Happy Gilmore 2 is if Netflix puts their grubby little hands on it. I think if they let Adam Sandler just do his thing and make... I don't know, I walked in here. Okay, no, I'm just... Oh, no, I mean... So Imp, I'm not talking spoilers on just the Netflix show of Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. I'd be delving into books, the movie, the show. I sent it to to my Discord, but the entire cast did like over COVID, they did a panel reading where they all got not all, like 90% of the original cast got onto a video call, or like a stream call, and reread through the entire script of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And it was the coolest. It was the coolest thing to see during 2020, because I got to see all of my, well, not my favorite actors, but all the actors from my favorite movie, or one of my favorite movies of all time, all in one place, redoing this because they had such A, connection to the rest of the cast, but B, they had a connection with the movie itself because of the connection they had with the cast. It's a really good rabbit hole, but I also don't want to spoil you if you don't want to. So let me know. It'll be really good and really bad. I will just ramble, and it'll be great, but awful. Because technically, this wouldn't spoil it, but if you get really into it, each entity, or each version of it or entity, is its own work. Like, it even has, like, it's its own separate story, essentially, for each one. Because they don't all follow the same narrative. So, catch me a Rattata. Rattata. Stupid rat, you made me look bad. Ooga booga booga. No, I ain't messing with Rat. I'm not a rat friend. Maggie! No, you're good, Imp. How is that game, by the way, the Rabbit and Steel? I've never heard of it. So, okay. So, to start off, okay. So, the first part is, the book series came out in the mid-2000s. Or I think mid to late 2000s. The movie came out in 2010 or 2011. But the first one I saw, because I didn't know the books existed, was the movie. And I didn't really have any expectations for when I saw the movie. Because I went to it originally because we showed up to the movie theater late for dinner for schmucks. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Yes? Oh, wait. Do 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 do. No, Fred, you missed. But so, no, you're. So to begin with, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was a book series. While they were produced, well, I'm assuming after I haven't delved into that, but after the first couple books were made, they decided to make a movie based off of it. The movie based off of it, they finished production and everything before all of the books got finished. So the ending, or like after book 4 into book, like the end of the movie only contains bits and pieces, but the ending, or the like second half of the movie, yeah, they were comics. They were Western style comics, which I find really funny. If you look at actually, give me 1 second. I'll grab one of them because it's funny. So yeah. So here is just one of the comics. This is, if I can hold the volume 4 of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. But so unlike Japanese manga, you read this left to right like a traditional comic. But some people get confused, I guess, how you're supposed to read it, and they added this. It's a stop. Don't read it right to left. Read it left to right. So it says, stop. This is the back of the book. What do you think you're doing? Who do you think you are? Go to the other end of this book and start at page 1. Your mother and I are very disappointed in you. And then option 1, it follows the balloon, so top left to bottom right. Or top left across, middle left across, bottom left across. So option 1, follow the balloons from left to right and top to bottom. Then move to the next panel the way you learned it at that sissy school of yours. Option 2, read each balloon in whatever order appeals to you most. Freestyle. It's your book now. Don't let the man tell you which direction to read. But so now that I've finished up that tangent, what's funny is that some localized manga that have that's funny. So apparently, where Brian Lee O'Malley, the creator of Scott Pilgrim, actually learned how to write, like, draw in manga or anime art style, is that he his roommate at the time, or maybe it was just his friend, but gave him a book. It was how to write manga, or it's something like so easy, like writing manga so easy even a monkey can do it, or even a monkey can learn it. It was something along those lines. It's something even a monkey can learn it, and that's how he learned how to write, or how he ended up taking his passion for or just writing in general and turned it into the comic book style. Because his first book was called Lost at Sea, which was really, I need to read that one, but I heard it was really good. And then after that, they gave him another chance to write a book, which ended up being the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World series. But so, after he had produced written and published a couple of the books, I don't know the exact finite details, but they decided to make it into a movie, or a screenplay, I guess you could, that's the same thing. But they decided to turn it into a movie, but while the movie was being produced, they had only finished the first 4 books. By the time it was finished being written and put into movie theaters, but after that, well, not after that, I should say, while they were writing the ending post book 4, like not the writer but the director, and he was working with Brian Lee O'Malley to get like a basis of how they should write the ending, and how like they were getting consultation through him about how they should do the ending of the movie. But so, going back between the two, the biggest difference between the movie and the book is the movie takes place over the course of like a week. Yeah, you can see my head. Where the book takes the course over a year, and there's a lot more like finite details thrown in there that you wouldn't find in a movie. But you know that's just what you get when you're taking a 6-volume manga and 6-volume Western comic and turning it into a movie. That's just sort of how it goes. But so certain lines from the book and the movie mesh, but they also don't mesh. So like, there's a line in the movie whenever they're talking to Clash at Demon Head and talking to Envy Adams specifically, where Knives goes, "I've kissed the lips that have kissed you," which she does say in the book, but then she also says in reference to they decided to go have a beach party. Julie, I should say, had a beach party, and everyone was invited, including Knives. But so they're hanging out getting drunk, as, 17-year-olds do. No, not really. I don't condone it. Don't do it. But so everyone's at this party, like at the beach, is getting really drunk. And it cuts, after that intro, to them at the beach house, where they're all just hanging out, and everyone's down, Steven Stills, Julie Powers, who were on and off dating throughout the book, were talking like, "Oh, where's Knives? Where's Kim?" And Scott's like, "Hold on, I'll go check. They might be upstairs." And he like starts walking up the stairs, and you just see him like crack open one of the doors, and the line reads, "My lips have kissed the lips that have kissed you." And then it's like Knives and Kim just staring at each other, and they start making out, and you're like, "Damn, that has a different connotation right now than it did in the movie." But I think the best part about the book, in comparison to the movie, is how they... Like, I feel like the concept of Nega Scott in the book was way... Yeah! So, when Brian Lee O'Malley was making the book, he sort of took concepts that he really liked, because Scott's based off of a song by Plumtree called Scott Pilgrim, but also Brian Lee O'Malley, it's based on him himself. Like all the things, so like all of his inspiration came from himself. So like he liked movies, video games, like random quirky reference. He especially liked the indie music scene at the time, and that's why, yeah, and that's why Scott is in an indie band, or like an indie Yeah, Fedor low kick, let's go! So we're actually gonna switch and put Needleman at the front. Go, Needleman, go! But so, like, movie, books, like in the books, they have a whole other set of, come back! A whole other set of underlying video game references, forgot. They always put Lear at the front of select. Enter. No! Dang it, I need to select twice. Like the part where it's in the movie where it's like them talking like, oh man, I love garlic bread. If I could eat garlic bread every day, that's all I'd eat. But then you get fat. Bread makes you. Why would that's ridiculous. Why would I get fat? Bread makes you fat? But they actually have that discussion like in the series. They also have, like, in the book, they have a little excerpt where they're all hanging out, and it's Scott, Ramona, Steven, I forget if there's one other person, but Kim, and they're all hanging out, and they're like, yeah, well, every once in a while we like to make vegan meals or vegetarian meals. Not that we're vegetarian, but we like to support, or like to live outside the box. And it's Kim and Ramona talking, but then it's also just, well, they're talking, but then it's like cutting off to Steven Stills as he's preparing this meal, and like, here's what you do, and it's laying out all the ingredients and all the like different like amounts of things you put into it. Let me check, that might be in this book also, now that I think about it. Maybe not. No, it's later than this. I jumped completely from one tangent to the other, and now I'm like, damn it. I'll find that for you. I'll take a picture of it because it's funny. It actually shows like all of the like ingredients, how much of it, and how to actually create this vegetarian. I think it's vegetarian lasagna or vegan lasagna, and it's really good, or at least it looks really good. But so the other thing, going back to the Negascott discussion, so Negascott in the books is used completely different than the one in the movies. So the one in the movie, he's just used as like a final boss, and oh no, it's Evil Scott. Where, like in the book, it's actually, so the whole idea is Scott, throughout this entire experience, has just been overly immature, and he doesn't want to, like, the way he views the world is very different than the way other people view the world, or how the world actually is, which is, granted, that's sort of how human perception sort of goes. Like, how I perceive something and how other people perceive something is completely different, depending on...
Yeah, but the way you perceive things is wrong, so, there's that.
Same with Scott. But that's why he has to have the whole Nega-Scott battle in the books, because Negascott is essentially him fighting with his, essentially his repressed memories. Like, Negascott is him fighting himself, and it's, once he defeats him, he unlocks, like, oh my god, this is what actually happened in the past. It's not just like, oh, yeah, I did things. It's like, no, you were sort of a tool to people, and he's like, oh my god, I'm the worst. And he just comes to grips with how, like, much of a douche he's been over his lifespan, and why you shouldn't date a 17-year-old, because it's weird, as a 23-year-old. But that helps him come to grips with how he's like how he treated Knives in the past, how he's treating Ramona at the time, how he treated Kim in the past, because him and Kim dated as per the book and the movie, and how and not envy. It doesn't really. I mean, yes, he also realizes that he also did some not very nice things to Envy. Not, yeah, in that way, but apparently he said something that led up to them deciding to just leave
what you're telling me is that he was a douche,
He was.
and he learned to not be a douche.
Well, he learned how to what he needs to do to not be a douche. Anyway, it's fantastic though, but it's funny because like it doesn't happen until he beats his Negascott, and then you're just like, oh my god, we're receiving things complete like because obviously the whole book is through the eyes of him, and that's how you sort of visualize it, or how they visualize it. Where then like the book and the movie are really all about Scott and Ramona, where then Keeler, do you care about spoilers for Scott Pilgrim takes off?
I mean, it's exactly like the book and the movie, isn't it?
It's not.
Is it like the book?
It's like neither. It's like its own third separate timeline.
That's weird. Go for it, dude. I don't care.
So, how the books, granted they were still different because of the way everything happened, but so between the book and the movie they were pretty similar. Like, similar concept, similar idea. Just the road to get there was different because of time limit and all that. But so, Scott Pilgrim takes off. They sort of said this in an interview I saw, but they wanted to make it more than one season, but they also didn't want Netflix to do Netflix things and be like, oh, you're a good series? Ah, that sucks. You're canceled mid-season. And it's like, oh, okay, thanks. But so they crammed it all. Not crammed it all, I should say. They reinvented it in a way that brought more of a spotlight to the other characters in the movie, or in the series, not just Scott and Ramona. Like it shined more of a light on all the side characters and gave them more of like a spotlight, essentially, to be who they really could have been. But so the whole premise starts off the same. Like the first episode is literally like almost cut and dry. Like it's the first Evil X fight essentially. But spoiler here, until him and Matthew Patel fight, and then Matthew Patel beats him, and they're just like, wait, what? I won? And then that's the end of the episode, and you're like, what just happened? And then the rest of the series is, Ramona doesn't believe that he died. But it's funny, because, like, at the funeral, like, it shows in his casket, it's just the coins that were left behind from him, like, dying. And they're like, no! But from there, it turns into almost like a detective story, but also like it's like a detective time traveling story where Ramona's in the past, or in the present time, trying to figure out like what happened to Scott, because she's the only one who like actually, well, finds out or believes he's not dead, because she had a dream, and in her subspace she heard Scott calling to her. And then from there, it's like her trying to, she's like, I know, because of this, I know he's not dead, but where is he? And that's when she starts reviewing like the security footage from the concert, or from the Battle of the Bands, and sees that there's like someone dragging him into a portal before he dies. Well, not before he dies. Instead of him dying, but just like throws change. But she's trying to figure out who now took him. And it's like, oh. So yeah, it's weird, but it's so good. And it was just the best. The best thing is that all the actors from the movie were like super on board with making this, and it was just like, hey, we all want to make this, and everyone's just like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Like all of the actors, all of the writers and all that, you're just like, yes. Like it's cool to see even a small movie like that. Just everyone was so well knit, so well like kept together. They're just like, yes, I want to do this. And they just made it happen, essentially. It was the actors, the creator, and the fans all got, like, it's like they just needed to get together and be like, yeah, we're doing this, and they did it. Yeah, it's one of the, granted, it's not the only thing. It's the only Netflix original that I'm 100% on board with having Netflix to watch it. I haven't watched any other Netflix originals. The only other things I use it for are some animes, mostly Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, but still. So I'm gonna make another poll. There were 2 votes, both for 8th gen, and now we're gonna have the final one.
I liked Cannon Buster. They had that on there, and that was a good one. I like Stranger Things. That's another good series.
I haven't seen Stranger Things. But that's why I find it so neat, because there's new rabbit character. Oh, best. Okay. But yeah, it's funny because like the person that took him into the past was actually his future self saying, "Hey, you can't date Ramona because this happens," and it's like if they took Book Scott and made it so that the Nagascott thing never happened because he's completely reverted, like maturity-wise and emotionally, because Ramona not left him, but she needed to take a break, and that break turned into like 5 years, but it's because future Scott didn't go like find her, essentially. Like she was just hanging out, and he's just, oh no! But it's really good. First, 6.
What was that?
What was?
It sounded like someone jumped in and then jumped out.
I don't think so. That might have been because my headphones are dangling on the floor. Ooh, Sniper Rabbit.
Good job.
8. Yep. No, but
What's that my headset?
it's so cool to see that there are multiple, like, even just out of this one book series, like, how similar and different they are at the same time. And it's almost like they are, like, split timelines. Like, in one timeline this happens, in another timeline this happens, in a third timeline this happens.
Kind of like Gundam, where it's one timeline, like it's the 1 year war that they focus on, but they're able to get different stories because they're following different groups.
Okay, yeah.
It's like you have 0079, the original Gundam, which follows the 1 year war, not at its beginning, but towards the end of it, the last few months of it. But inside of that, they also have 8th MS Team, which is one of my favorites. Is like it's a more grounded. It's about Fetty troops on the ground fighting against Zeon occupation forces. And it's very like Vietnam-esque. And then you have what is it, 0080, War in Pocket, which takes place shortly after the 1 year war. But it shows another, like, they're still further developing the weapons, and you have the sequel series in the UC timeline, but it's just neat to see all the little things you can get out of the beginning of just one singular storyline.
Yeah. That's really cool. Yeah, I'll have
The
to...
UC timeline's fucking crazy.
I should probably do that at some point. If you want... Well, I mean, if you want to sit down and watch it, it's only 7 or 8 episodes. We could do it over Discord. I could just share my screen of Netflix.
I have Netflix. I don't need to share.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I just haven't sat down to watch it yet. I just haven't had the
mental capacity.
Well, I have to be in the mood to start something, and I haven't been in the mood to start that yet, because I still need to finish Yu Yu Hakusho. I started the Transformer stuff because I need something that I can watch while I'm playing other things, and I can't do that with Yu Yu Hakusho, because that's,
You need to pay attention to what's going on the TV, sort of thing.
That one I watch subs, so I have to read the subtitles.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's like how I started watching Haikyuu.
Yeah. And then, should have swapped. Oh well.
Dude,
And then I still need to watch Fallout.
Me too. I keep putting it off, and, well, mostly because I've been gaming, honestly. It's hard to, like, game and pay attention to the TV because I really want to focus. Like, I want to play games. I just never know what I want to play, but I want to play something.
Right.
Yeah, I'll have to. But yeah, it was. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 3 level 9s. That's what I wanted, baby. And now we're gonna put Pikachu to the front, or Agumon to the front, because Agumon's about to rip the face off of this. Rip the face off of this Gary. No, but so this fight is really funny because as a kid, I always skipped it because I didn't know it was a thing. I didn't use like a strategy guide or anything. And then much later in the future, I had looked it up for one reason or another, and I'm like, wait a second. There's a Gary fight here, and I was already at like the SSN by the time I found out about it. But so I decided, I'm like, I finished up my fight against him at the SSN. Let's come back here and fight him, kick his ass. And then I came back and he was gone. And he was like, no! Why have you forsaken me, Lord? But another fun fact about Scott Pilgrim, I'm assuming it's because of how much of a cult classic it became. But now, so like they have the traditional series, which is the black and white paperback. They have a hardcover that's all color. And that came out 4 or 5 years ago, I want to say, maybe 6 or 7. But now this year, I was looking and they actually have a 20th anniversary of the books, and that's coming out, and it's going to be like a whole collector's set they're selling at Barnes & Noble. And I'm thinking about it. It's too much. It's like $250, but you get all the books, a whole bunch of... Oh, fuck you and your sand attack, Eevee. But there's a whole like plethora of stuff that comes along with it. Not just... You can either get the black and white copies of the books or the full color. You get a whole bunch of like just art and different things that Brian Lee O'Malley puts in there. Poster, I want to say, and a couple other... Yes! Needledix level 10! But he's putting a whole bunch of stuff in there, and it looks really cool, and it comes in its own like collector's case and all that, and I love the idea of it. And it doesn't come out until August, so we'll see. We'll see if it's still around come like Christmas time. Put it on my list. We'll see. So, Keeler, how are you liking Yu Yu Hakusho, by the way?
It's good. I mean, it's the reason why it's a classic action anime. I mean, it's got good pacing, good storyline. I like the characters.
That's fair.
I think, if anything, it's got the same problem that older animes have, where the fight scenes are a little lackluster because they didn't have the budget to do like overarching, like a whole lot of like detailed animation when it came to their fights. So they're very.
Oh, okay.
You can see it in like classic Dragon Ball Z and stuff. It's very like flash, flash, flash. one or two movements. Oh, he comes back with like a little bit of battle damage, a little bit of battle damage. Like there's not a whole lot of actual movement happening.
Yeah.
I've noticed. Cause like watching an older anime after watching some of the newer ones, and you're watching like some of the fight scenes, and they have like 1 or 2 movements, and then they spend like 3 minutes looking at reactions, and then 1 or 2 other movements, another 3 minutes reactions, and then 1 attack, and then someone comes back with like a bloody lip or a bruise on their cheek, and there's like it builds up the tension, but it's also just really lackluster for a fight.
Yeah.
But I understand, like, at that time, there wasn't the budget or really the techniques to make the type of, like, dynamic fights that you see in newer series, like,
Yeah.
you did back then.
So, I have a fun Dragon Ball fact that I learned from watching Carthu's Dungeon, a YouTube channel, Carthu's Dojo. He does do different Dragon Ball lore and stuff like that. But apparently the reason... Akira Toriyama, rest in peace, made like Super Saiyan blonde, is because he was getting really tired of having to draw. I don't know why I keep talking this. fucking. But the reason he made Super Saiyan's blonde is because he got really tired of having to color in all of the Saiyan hair because it's all black or most of it's black, and he's just like it's gonna be yellow or golden, so it's just in the manga when it's not colored in, it's white. So like he draws the outlines of the hair and then that's it.
I'm sure it saves on printing costs too.
Yeah, that too. But I just thought that was a funny tidbit.
Well, it was like, here's a fun fact about Godzilla 1998. Roland Emmerich, he's the same director behind Independence Day.
Uh-huh.
And Robert Egert, the film reviewers, did not like, I think it was Independence Day was his last film, they didn't like that one.
Huh.
So in Godzilla 1998, he made the mayor, the nincompoop mayor that fucks things up, of New York. I think his name was Egert, and his assistant was Robert, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he named the two stooges that are in charge of New York City after the critics, and they were not particularly fond of that.
That's funny.
It's great because there's petty stuff like that everywhere in the arts, and it's hilarious. Like, I think there was an old, I can't remember if it was like Mozart or Beethoven. One of them, oh God bless you, stupid Kirk.
Is it Mr. Biddy this time?
Biddy, he fell over and decided he got scared to fall an inch down, so he scratched his stomach to catch himself.
Stupid Biddy. Silly Biddy.
Anyways, there was an old composer, who made a song, because there was a singer, a stage singer that he didn't like.
Yeah.
And she had a habit of bobbing her head on the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
So he made a song with just nothing but highs and lows in rapid succession.
Oh,
and
wow.
He had to like bob her head like a chicken.
God damn it. That's funny. Should grab more Pokeballs.
Future Sight.
What is that? Oh, Future Sight's... I like Future Sight, but I also despise it. I can never decide.
I'm not really planning on using Meowstic anyways. I just caught it so I can get it to my list of starters.
What should I name Caterpie?
Pie.
You said Pie?
Pie.
Pip. Pie. Rick, remember I told you, no boogans in the house. I'm Mr. Frundles! I'm Mr. Frundles! Wow. Damn it, Mr. Frundles.
Mr. Fungal's gotta ruin it for the rest of us.
Dude, I could... Oh, okay, so, I really want one more person to vote, because I can't vote. It's a 50-50 between first and sixth generation. Come on, Pie. Let's go. You're the pie in my eye, and you're the pie in the sky.
Well, obviously anyone who voted for first gen is wrong. So those are all null and void, so 6th gen wins.
I mean, personally, I'd take first over 6th and 8th, 100%. Just because 6th was X and Y, and I fucking despise that. It was so stupid.
Wow.
Oh.
Tell me how you really feel.
Well, the issue I had with X and Y is, A, that's when they started the whole experience share thing, which I still am not the biggest fan of. But also, it added, like, the stupid cast of characters that follows you around and just, like, tries to ride your dick the entire time, like, hey, we're gonna give you your nickname, and then I didn't realize you could make your own nickname, so I just got called Big D the rest of the game. Which was really funny, but I was so, like, why are you calling me this? Just call me Doug. God damn it.
I mean, Big D though.
I know. It could have been Big D or Little D, I think it was. And I'm like, why are they giving me a rapper name? Like, this is dumb. And like,
Little D would have been an insult. Just, I beat you, Little D. Don't call me that. I'm gonna call my mom.
But it was just like that weird, like, it felt like you were being stopped every, like, couple of, like, routes for, like, oh, there's story that we have to convey here, but we don't want to, like, have you learn it yourself. We have to have these characters come and tell you that something stupid happened. It's like, I caught this today.
The two worst for that was Generation 7 with Sun and Moon. Because they would stop you constantly
Yeah.
for something to do with fucking Hal. In Generation 8, because they would stop you, say something's happening, and then the other characters would go deal with it, and you had nothing to do with the storyline until the very end. And it was like, what the
Yeah.
hell? Because, like, they would go fight the Dynamax Pokemon. Like, that would have been a great time to introduce Dynamax in the wild
Yeah, not just...
in the game. But they're like, nah, Leon and the, you know, porn lady is gonna go take care of it.
Leon and the porn lady.
Because there's so much porn of her, like, come on.
You're talking Sonya, right?
Yeah.
I mean...
I'm not saying I disagree. I understand. I understand fully why.
Okay, well, Gen 1 won, so I'm going to make another poll for favorite pie. Because now I want pumpkin pie. But that's a seasonal thing.
Should I go Grassy Field, Metropolis, or Lake?
Metropolis.
Yeah, considering I have Zygarde. In Metropolis, I'm pretty sure spawns mostly
Pumpkin.
poison and
Apple. How do you spell
electric
meringue?
You're asking a dude who can't spell 2 fucking words.
Sure, that's... I mean, Imp probably knows how to spell meringue. He is a chef, after all. I'm lazy. That's not how you spell meringue, apparently.
That doesn't mean a whole lot. You don't have to know how something's spelled to be able to cook it.
Oh, sorry,
Trust
it's a capital N. M, meringue. Meringue.
I would be screwed because
egg,
I don't know how to spell chicken,
custard.
but I can cook it.
There.
Chimpkin.
Egg custard, the one pie that no one's probably ever heard of other than me. Chimkin. Chimkin. I spelled meringue
Look,
wrong.
you spelled it so wrong. So wrong.
So, Imp, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of pecan pie.
Con pie is fantastic, and you are an abomination upon this world.
We're gonna have peas in a can pie. That's the only thing I know about pecan pie. I had it in basic, and that was the only time I was like, and that buttermilk pie.
Pecan, you
No, it's pecan.
fucking northerner.
I need a pea in a can. Pecan pie.
He did what? He's come.
My pea can go into the toilet. It's a pecan pie.
I thought I was gonna die on the toilet earlier.
What?
Fighting for my life, hands off, screaming bloody murder.
Damn. Go, Fred, go! No, no, that was me last night, because I don't know what Popeyes does to me, but Popeyes did not do me good yesterday. Brittany noticed that Popeyes is not doing good for people in Minot either. Amish peanut butter pie? What the fuck is that? Oh, I'm assuming this is for you, unless you're one of those types of people that would literally die on the toilet. I'm assuming that's in response to what you said, but I'm not sure.
No, he's talking about the peanut butter pie. Because
Oh, peanut allergy. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, look at that. The train finally made it to the station. It was just a little late.
Instead of saying choo-choo, my train goes ch, ch, ch.
Your train just goes wee.
Train go wee!
You have Thomas the Tank Engine as your, like, train of thought.
It's not my train of thought. My train of thought's been derailed for years. Yeah, Imp, I had big brain. I had a big brain next to me that told me how to not be dumb brain.
Talk about peanut. You mean like Charlie Brown's gonna beat up some poor kid if he eats that pie? Well,
Yeah. Well, no, Charlie Brown will try and kick them and he'll miss. Oh, another fun fact about Gen 1. You know how, like, in later games, Pidgey starts off with Tackle, but learns Gust because it's a flying type attack? Well, in Gen 1, he knows Gust right off the bat, but Gust is a normal type move in Gen 1.
Can't say I'm surprised.
I'm not surprised, but it's still dumb.
Well, like I said, Gen 1's real rough around the edges. Like, even the coding was real bad. The way the battles and stuff progressed was rough, and then just the way the typings and attacks and stuff worked was not really all it was cracked up to be. That's why I like Gen 1. It was a good start, but I like how we ironed out a lot of the issues in some of the later gens when it came to at least the base gameplay loop. The last couple of gens definitely had some issues in other areas.
Yeah. Crying ain't shit too. Oh, Keeler, have you seen anyone play Choo Choo Charles, speaking of Thomas the Tank Engine?
I think I watched some of Moist Critical playing it. That's the only one.
Some of the jankiness of that game is so fucking funny. It's not even funny, it's hilarious. And also, I'm pretty sure the one guy voices all the NPCs in the game, but I'm not sure. Sort of like Doom 3, where Doom 3, the same guy was voicing all of the NPCs that were male anyway.
Look, sometimes you don't have the budget for a bunch of people. I mean, early Simpsons episodes basically had like 4 voice actors.
That's fair. But they at least did different voices for their other characters. Where literally the same male Marine is, or the guy that voices the male characters that aren't like important to the story are just like he talks in the same tone of voice.
So he does like the Patrick Warburton thing, where like he basically uses the same voice for everything, but it's how he talks that changes.
Yeah. If that. Like, I don't think this guy's voice changes at all. It's just the same voice.
Hey, look, sometimes you work with what you got, and sometimes what you got ain't a lot.
Look here. Look, listen.
Alright, shut up, Navi. No one cares.
Oh, yeah, you played Doom Eternal, right? You liked it.
Yeah, I just need to... I played through
the
DLC,
base game,
right? And then I never played through the DLC.
Yeah.
They took so long to come out that I got super out of practice, and then when I tried to play the DLC, I was getting my ass handed to me. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, they made...
Now that I have it on PS5, I gotta replay it all.
They made the DLC a lot harder than the base game, at least number of enemies wise.
I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, that's kind of what people wanted for Doom.
Yeah, I'm too lazy to buy the DLC.
It's just like an acceleration.
Imp's one of those non-Doot Eternal players.
I really like 2016's and Eternal. I thought they were both quite enjoyable.
I like...
I don't know why, but I think 2016. I think I like 2016 better.
Imp said I never played the DLC. I pirated the game. Bethesda can eat a bag of dicks.
Fair enough.
That's fair. Now, I liked Doom 2016, and granted, at first I wasn't sure how to feel about Doom Eternal, because watching other people talk about it, I was very leery about all of the game mechanics that they added. But then I shouldn't say I was leery of the mechanics or wary of the mechanics. I was wary of my ability to be able to use all the mechanics properly in combat.
There's a lot of them.
But
that's the thing, is like it's real difficult to figure out when and where to use certain things.
Yeah, but I think that's the good part, because it does like slow rolls them in as you're playing the game and doesn't just like toss them all at you at once and just be like, okay, do your thing. It brings in one at a time and lets you just sort of experiment yourself. And then you get to fudge around with everything else. Like, my main goal right away after I found out what fire does when you, like, burn an enemy and then you kill them, my whole goal was to get or unlock the, the special ability, or the max ability of the, super shotgun. Because once you got that maxed out, like, its skills maxed out, then when you latched onto things with the hook, it automatically lit them on fire. So I, like, never used my shoulder cannon. I just used the hook and grabbed onto them and they were on fire, so then I killed them after I caught them on fire. That made it, like, way easier for me, or on me.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to worry about freezing enemies or catching them on fire. But my first playthrough, I didn't play on a very, like, I should say, I played on the middle one, Hurt Me Plenty, and then I was delving into the next one up, which is Ultraviolence. Is that next?
No, I think it's just hardcore, something like that. Ultraviolence, I think, is like after that.
I'd have to look again. I think it's, because I want to say it's Hurt Me Plenty. In the, do you mind looking that up? Because now I'm curious and I can't remember.
Give me a second.
Okay. So I want to say it's Ultraviolence, then Nightmare, then Ultra Nightmare, and that's Ultra Nightmare you only unlock after you've beaten the game the first time. Ultra Nightmare is the one where you lose the game, and that's just the end of it. You have to start over from the beginning.
Let's see.
Oh, Pie's evolving! Let's go! Go Pie go! Go Pie go! I need to turn you into a Butterfree before I leave this place. Alright, Metapod, harden.
Here we go.
Harden more! Harden a
Okay,
third
so
time!
give him a level. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Doom Eternal has I'm Too Young to Die, Hurt Me Plenty, Ultraviolence, and then Nightmare.
Okay, yeah, so, yeah, Ultraviolence.
Then Ultra or Nightmare or something like that.
Yeah, and that's after you... Metapod! Why can't you escape? Well, go Agumon. No, but, yeah, I was working on my playthrough of Ultraviolence. And I think that's, if I do stream it, I'll stream it on Ultraviolence. So, we'll see. If you want to hop on for that, I'm not... The only reason I know Doom lore is from watching Civi11. And that's because he played through all of the entire Doom series and did reviews and, like, a breakdown of the game. Which was really cool. Why am I fighting? Fine, Metapod, just keep... keep tackling, Metapod, do it! Oh no, you're... Go, Needle Dick! No, I think between the two Dooms, 2016 and Eternal, I think Eternal was better. I don't know why, but I had a really hard time with Doom 2016, where Eternal, at first, like prior to unlocking all of the abilities, I had a bit of a hard time. But once I unlocked the abilities, it wasn't that bad of a time, except for very specific situations. Whenever you just had clusterfuck roomfuls of enemies, then I had issues, but that was few and far between.
I still need to finish the DLC for Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah.
I started it and I never finished it.
We started playing... What game? We started playing something around the same time that came out, wasn't it? I'm trying to remember what it was now.
Fuck if I know, dude.
Because I remember we were like, let's play this, and then you're like, but Cyberpunk comes out that week. and we're both like, and I'm like, okay, and then you realized it was like the next week, and then we played the other, but then you never talked about Cyberpunk since then, so.
Well, Cyberpunk basically sucked ass until like
Yeah.
a year ago, and then they finally fixed all their issues, and I finally sat down and played through it on my PS5, and it was it was a great experience, honestly. Like after they fixed all the bugs and made it, and then they did the huge overhaul before the DLC came out, and that
Yeah.
made it even better because like it's so. Because I played
So-
let's see. Cyberpunk, I did a lot of the quick hacks, because I was like a quick
Uh-huh.
hack, and then range. And I loved doing that because I could just basically stealth around, and anytime there was someone nearby, I could just be like, suicide. Because I had a quick hack that would just, it caused them to kill themselves. Or I would just electrocute them. Like, just do all these neat shit and not get steam. And they made it where you can now queue quick hacks and stuff, and like you can
Ooh.
spread them, and like it's really, really nice. It's solid now.
Yes.
And they definitely did a decent upgrade to a lot of other stuff. And then the DLC came out and it's got like Idris Elba in it. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play this. And I switched off to other stuff. But
No, I get that.
yeah, I don't remember what we even played at that time.
I'm trying to remember.
Years ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was this summer, wasn't it?
No, Cyberpunk's been out since.
No, because it was
20
when the DLC was coming out there was a game that
Oh.
came, that's what I'm saying. I just don't remember what.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I've slept since then.
It's gonna bug the crap out of me. I don't remember. I don't know why.
Half a dozen things. You suggest crap all the time.
I do. So I want to play that hockey game with you guys at some point, because it was okay playing with randos, but it wasn't. I realized how
literally
fucking
downloaded
bad
it
I
'cause you
am.
said you wanted to play it, and then you never say you want. You never tell me when you want to play it. And I'm like, I downloaded this game only because of you. I don't even give a shit about hockey. I ain't that fucking white.
Do you want to play tomorrow?
Goddamn. Sure, we can play tomorrow.
Oh, we hop on and see how it rolls. There is
Oh,
a
I can
tutorial
play it.
you have to go through though before you play it, just so you know.
Yeah, I think I booted it up, and then I was like, I don't really care enough about this right now.
That's fair.
So
Yep.
I switched it off to do other stuff.
Oh wait, yeah, probably after I get to Pewter City, then I'll save, because I need to. I'll save and call it. I'm gonna save, but then I'm also going to save state the area, because I'm like, does the save work? That's the question.
Should. It should. I've
Should.
never had any issues with it.
God damn it. Because I need a Butterfree before we take on Brock. Because Confusion is Brock's Rock-type Pokemon's Kryptonite early game.
Or you could just grab a grass type. Like an Oddish.
They don't have Oddish prior to his gym. It's after. Sadly. I'm gonna end the pie poll. It's gotten 2 votes. 50-50. Almost there. Ugh. If it was a Pidgeotto, I'd be like, cool. But it's not a Pidgeotto. Damn it.
Currently cruising through the waves right now. I'm on wave 89.
Ooh. Nice.
My
Are you...
highest so far is 95. We're gonna see if I can beat that tonight.
Okay, nice. It's pretty good. Let's see. Agumon Man. Almost, yeah, made it. Made it out of tall grass. Okay, let's go up to run that wall. Skip this area. So I'll have to do it later, but I thought it was funny that you could use cut outside of battle on tall grass to get rid of the tall grass.
Yeah, that's something that didn't stick around.
No, it did not. I just thought it was funny. I'm like, dumb.
Oh no, yeah, that's very dumb. It's definitely not a mechanic that kept.
Yeah. Oopsie again. So yeah, that'll be it from huh?
You son of a bitch.
Well, that'll be it for me for tonight. Let me quick save this before I do something dumb. Save. Saving. Gino saved the game. Attention, duelists. There's save state. There. Save state slot 0. Son, stop being a bum and go mow the lawn. But Dad, there's Pokemon in the tall grass. I don't care. But yeah, that'll be perfect. Then it's time you went out on your Pokemon trainer journey. Oh no!
Go, Pikachu! Use Thunderbolt!
Go Pikachu, use the Thunder Smash! Bulbasaur, use Razor Leaf. Why are you sending me out here? Bulbasaur. But yeah, that'll be it for the stream tonight. Thank you, Keeler, for coming on and keeping all of us entertained. You are the best at it.
I wouldn't go that far, but thank you.
Thank you, chat, or Imp specifically, for keeping me thoroughly enjoyed in conducting chat and conversation with you guys. But until next time, I will see you guys later. Have a good week. Or have a good night. Bye.